Hi everyone, I'm going to continue the series of this awesome Talmud, daily Daf Yomi, daily page of Torah, wisdom and learning. Today I'm going to concentrate on page 28, that's Chavchet of Masechet Gittin. Very interesting, we're talking about life expectancy today. The rate, when did people pass away in the Talmudic times? How about in modern day? We get into discussion and debate between two great sages of the name Rava and Abaya. We're talking about within regards to transferring from different regions to give the documents when if a couple was separating. What if the man was very, very old? At what age do we suspect that maybe when the messenger goes from one country to another, by the time the messenger comes to this other country, remember those days weren't flights or aeroplanes in those days, could the person be presumed dead at that point in time? Because it was, maybe if it's from England to Australia, it would have taken half a year. Well, if the man is 80 years old or 100 years old, could he pass away? So there's this debate in today's Talmud, talking about 80 years, 100 years even. So it got me thinking with regards to life expectancy. There's been different reports over the last several years with regards to the rate in Israel. We know that in Israel, there's a very high compared to other countries, especially definitely within the region, high life expectancy rate. And furthermore, which might be surprising to some, that the religious Jews actually have a higher life expectancy than the average other person in Israel, for example, which could be astounding. You know, people might say that maybe they're suffering more. They've got, especially the women, 18 months longer. The women expect to live than an average person, despite, they might give birth to 10 kids, 12 kids, everything else. Still, the life expectancy rate is skyrocketing high over there. Despite that, maybe the amount of wealth index that the person has inside these countries, these territories, might be less well off. So hence they can't afford the same luxuries as other persons. So what is going on here? We know that one of the promises in the Torah is that a person that keeps the Torah mitzvot, they're promised life. Life can be even a short life, but where one is busy. But in general, it's no coincidence that the life expectancy rate among religious people or Torah observant people is higher. So many reasons were suggested. So first of all, the spiritual reasons. It's written in the Talmud and in different places that Torah brings life. One could assume a longer physical life. Other reasons is brain capacity. People have a chavrutot at older ages and stuff like that. So they're learning, they're engaging their brain a lot. Bigger families, it means they're going to tend to not be as lonely. So hence the depression rate could be a theory why the depression rate could be much lower among these circles. People are busy the whole time. They're active. Active is good, always. We know that in life. It's one of the key ingredients to a successful person if someone is active. So hence, people have to keep active the whole time. Actually, interesting statistic people say is that people that wear tefillin every single day during the Shacharit prayer, naturally, the religious Jews putting on tefillin, some people it's great to even put it on for a few minutes a day, but some people will put it on 2 hours a day and stuff like that. It's like an acupuncture comparative benefit when someone is wearing tefillin, and it promotes a healthy heart. People have to say brachot the whole time, blessings. It makes people have a perspective upon themselves, what they eat, what different fruits they've got to eat, what different nuts and everything else. Hence the foods tend to be healthier. People have to drink red wine. It's very much recommended during the Havdalah ceremony, the Kiddush and Shabbat and everything else. Yain, the Gematria 70, it brings life upon themselves. There's so many things over here that promote a long life when there is a religious life. Even, especially, you're in a society, in a community where people are taking care of each other. People constantly have to take care and help other people's needs. They don't ignore other people. So people are on top of each other also, which is seen as very beneficial, and many other reasons. This was done in a survey back in the year 2015 and very much was surprising. It concluded that 3 years the men had longer than other average men, people that lead the religious life, and 18 months larger women life expectancy, despite maybe 10, 12, 15 kids, or many even more in different cases. No coincidence also that Israel just came out in an index across the whole world as the third happiest country in the 2023 reliable survey over here. Israel happy, and there's also in Israel there's a lot of people practicing mitzvot and different things over here, and you can see that it's naturally has a higher rate. Happiness actually leads to longer life. It leads to less depression. It leads to better mood swings and everything else. And happiness brings life upon a person. Not just they live a longer life here, they're able to do mitzvot better. And one more further tidbit, they say that when someone does a mitzvah, it's great, but when they do it with simcha, with happiness and joy, it's even worth a lot more. And they ask, who is greater, someone that does a mitzvot out of fear of Hashem or out of love and simcha of Hashem? The person that does it out of love, they've got the greater mitzvot and everything else. And here I am, no coincidence, here with a phenomenal view of the land of Israel, the best country in the world. I'll show it to you here now, just by my balcony over here. Moshe Rabbeinu prayed 515 times to enter this land flowing with milk and honey. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic week and have a Shavua Tov U'Vrach. Take care.